I am Adele Janae here, and I'm back with part 2 of dropshipping video. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. I'm going to switch my screen so that you can see what we're going to be working on. We're going to be building a website from Shopify, and we're going to be utilizing Printify as our dropship supplier. So here we go. Okay, so today we're going to be focusing on tumblers, mugs, cups, more than likely tumblers. We're taking our inspiration today from Arctic. I'm going to show you how to make a one-page website and what you need on it. Right now, they are doing their cyber sale. I'm not a sponsor or paid sponsor for Arctic. This is just for educational purposes. We are going to be focusing on drinkware. Okay. You want to figure out what's going to set you apart in regards to your item. In this particular scenario, we are going to make inspirational or motivational drinkware. Okay. And this is what's going to set us apart from, instead of us just having plain mugs, you could also you could also make it branded, put your logo on these types of mugs and sell them. Tumblers, and sell them as well. So remember what this looks like. We're not going to go into intricate detail, but we are going to have a one-page website that will be able to compete with the likes of this type of brand, or for your niche. So if you're in the workout space, or you want to make customized mugs and sell accessories like the Stanley Cup girls, you can do that as well. Okay, so we're just looking at it. Okay, we see mugs, we see that they're categorized, that they have a name. Okay, and they come in different variations. You also want to figure out what your price point is going to be. I do like that they have a FAQ. So for instance, they want to know how long this mug stays cold. You can put that in this type of FAQ. How to clean it. Remember, you want to make this website easy for your buyer, so that they're not asking a lot of questions. They know where to find it. Usually another question that people have is, how long is my item going to take to get to me? Usually on the back end and the shipping side, that'll automatically send to your customer. But just in case, sometimes you want to add that into your FAQ. Okay. And that's your frequently asked questions. What you're also going to want on your website is this shop button here. So if you have any questions, this right here will not be a bot. You will be on the other side of this. So it'll send you the question and then you'll answer it. But as time goes on and you're able to afford to add on an AI option, then you can schedule it or put the frequently asked questions in there, and it'll give them the automated responses and or where to find the answer to that question. All pages, especially when you're selling items, should have standard terms of use, privacy policy, and then the personal information policy. This comes standard on Shopify. I think it's like the contact me or do not contact me. We'll go over that in a second. But the good thing about Shopify, which they make this part easy, is they provide standard templates that you can use to put these policies on your page. These are non-negotiable. You have to have these on your website, especially when you're selling items. If you do not have this on your website, you are liable for instance, if you ever get sued, later on down the line, and you don't have things specified in this, this could come back and bite you on the butt. We're also going to have a subscribe button at the end of our website so that we can start collecting emails. So anytime you have any new product that you're launching, if you're trying to tell your customers about new sales, you definitely want to make sure that you're capturing emails. Okay. All right. So we've looked at our inspiration and what we're going to use. So let's now get to setting up our Shopify store. All right. Everyone, though they may not know how to set up a Shopify store, setting up a Shopify store is really easy. You're going to click Start Free Trial. Shopify gives you a 3-day trial, and then they give you a month for $1. After your trial, you will have to pick a plan. See, they're going to have you sign up with an email. I would suggest that you make an email for the business that you're going to be using. So for instance, I'm going to make a fake name. I'm not going to sign up with this in a fake name, but Tumblers R Us or something of that nature. Make sure whatever your business name is, that it's going to that particular email address that you've made up for that account. Okay. You guys should already know how to do this. Sign up. Pause this video if you need to, so that you can set that up. You don't have to put in your credit card in the first 3 days, right? But after like the third or fourth day, I believe you will have to add a credit card on file. Okay, so I'm not going to, of course, use my store, but I'm going to create a new store so you guys can see what this looks like from beginning to end. It's going to ask you a few questions. It's going to say, let's get started. Where would you like to sell? They're going to ask you if you do in-person events like markets, fairs, pop-up shops. You can click this option. If you're an in-person or retail store, a physical store for brick and mortar, you can choose that option. If you have an existing website or blog, you can add a button to your website for Shopify. If you're selling on online marketplaces, okay, they want to know where you'll be selling or what you're going to possibly be selling. So we're going to be doing an online store, and then you can eventually click or even go back and add these options later. But if you want to do these now, it's good to add them now. Where would you like to sell? If you want to sell on Instagram, Facebook Marketplace, I doubt that they have Marketplace on there, but I believe they do. TikTok Shop, you can click this button so that it can give you the steps on your web or your admin side to help you set up that option as well. Okay, I'm going to pick none of these, but definitely make sure you read each one of these options before you make a decision. All right. You can say, I'm already selling online or in person, or you're just starting. So we're just starting out here. Then it asks you, what do you sell? We're going to be drop shipping products. You can even do digital products as well, services, print on demand products I buy or make myself. Okay. So we'll do drop shipping, print on demand. All right. Now it's going to ask you what plan you want to pick. Start with the basic plan. That's usually all that you need, which is going to be about $39 a month. So remember, it's going to be $1 the first month. First 3 days, it's going to be free. So definitely try to make sure you get everything situated and everything together within that first month. They are giving you the wiggle room and the space to get this done. Okay. But you don't have to click this right away. You can say skip, I'll decide later, which allows you to go in here without adding a credit card first. Okay, so now your admin back office is going to look like this. You're also going to have your shop, POS button, and online store sales channels. This is standard across all Shopify when you first start, okay? It also goes over a setup guide. Really easy to follow these instructions. Definitely in the beginning, after you set up your website, go back through here. Or you can start with this first. So browse product sourcing apps, right? We are going to be using See, look, I have gelato on here. You can click on Shopify App Store, and it goes over all the apps that they allow you to use for dropshipping. They even have Printful in here as well. So we're going to be using Printify, and then you just install. The great thing about adding this is you don't have to sign up for Printify. Actually, and sign up through Shopify. Okay. So we're going to click install. Oops. And now on this left-hand side where it's apps, you'll now see Printify there. Make sure you pin this to your navigation bar so that you don't have to keep going back and finding it. So I'm going to log in as my previous store to make it easy, because you can add more than one store to this to Printify, which is a very good thing. I'm going to pause this really quick while I log in. Alrighty. So I'm going to reshare my screen again. All right. Okay, now that we're back in here, so in here, I can add another store, which I'm going to do. Do I want to do that? We'll add it later. But for the purpose of this, we're just going to start with create a product. You can join the Sellers Club. Remember that does cost more money. You can also open it in the full website if you do not want to stay in this scrunched up design screen. I usually prefer to do it within the Printify website. But first, we're going to click the catalog. So it does take you to a separate tab. And we're going to look up tumblers. Okay. You can go through and figure out which tumblers you want to add. You honestly can add all of these tumblers if you want, and you'll have your whole drinkware brand. But we're going to go with the insulated travel mug, the 40-ounce mug. Okay. This mug comes in multiple colors. They have white, black, gray, navy. Looks like that's a camo color. They have red, they have blue, and they have a like more of a, I wouldn't say teal. What color is that? I'm having a brain fart, but yeah, that color. So down here, you do want to make sure you figure out your pricing. This mug is going for, with premium, it's $24.14. Without premium, they're charging you $32.81 for this mug. What is going to help you with the price point is, for instance, if you customize these mugs or make them customizable. If you don't do that, this kind of takes away from your profit. Okay, so keep that in mind. So we're going to start designing one. I'm going to go with a very simple black mug. Okay. Now this is where AI is going to come in hand for us. So we are going to go to ChatGPT, and we're going to create 10 motivational sayings that I can add to a tumbler to inspire me to drink water and stay hydrated. Okay. Here we go. See, every sip is self-care. Hydrate now, glow later. Fuel your body one sip at a time. Hydration is happiness. Stay cool. Okay. We're going to take these. We're going to put this on our mug. So we're going to take this even further and let AI help us some more. So I am in Canva. They have this wonderful AI option called Dream Lab. So we're going to create an image for a 40-ounce water tumbler with the same water, the original energy drink. Please make sure that you're very specific when you use Dreamlab. You only get 500 renders a month, okay? So keep that in mind when you're making this. Now, this can help you when you are trying to create a social media image, but you see what it did, right? It's showing you an image of a tumbler. That is not a 40-ounce tumbler. So this was a very bad example, but I just wanted to show you. So you say create an image with, let's see, with the beach. That says water, the original energy drink. Because we're really going for an image. And push comes to shove. If you don't want an image, you can literally just go into Canva as well. And then you can play around with different text and just do plain text with fancy lettering. Okay. So water, the original energy drink. This is not going to be the best. Okay. So bear in mind with me. This is just for inspiration and to help you think outside the box in regards to what you're selling, right? Okay, so now that we have our image, one of our images, we're going to come back here. Make sure when you are editing these images, this shows you the print area is 900 by 1200 pixels. So when you are when you're editing this within Canva, you can resize this. Remember that Canva does have free options for certain things. I am paying for the paid version of it. It's like $12 a month or something like that. It's very worth it. It's paid itself over and over and over again. Okay. So we're going to do 900 by 1200 pixels just to make sure that is what it is. Let me double check. Yep. We're just going to resize this design all together. Okay. Click resize. Alrighty. And then make sure you download it. PNG is fine for this. Okay. And then also while we have this open too, I'm going to add a page. We're just going to put text elements. Let's see. We're just going to fill for a font really quick, and we're going to grab hydration is happiness in a bottle. Let's see. You can delete that. Delete. Okay. So for instance, on a black bottle tumbler, you want to use a color that will be able to show. usually like maybe a white or off-white color, things of that nature. And you do want to make sure that the background is transparent, okay, when you're downloading this. I'm just going to space this out. Oops. This is going to be weird acting, so we're going to center you. This is the creative part of this. I'm also going to show you a second way too. So don't worry, I got y'all covered. For the people who don't like doing this part of it, this will help you out as well. Alrighty. So oops. Okay. Alrighty, so this is gonna look good enough for me. And download that. I'm going to do transparent. Hold on. Oopsie. So when you do download, there is PNG, JPEG. There should be a transparent option. If it is not there, I apologize, but usually there is one. But PNG should be fine when you are creating these. Alrighty. So now we're going to go back. Enough time on that. Oops. There we go. Where is it? So you can select your colors. I'm going to select black. Alrighty, X out of that. And you can either do double-sided or one-sided. I honestly will tell you, unless you're doing like a print across the whole thing or something like that, just do one side. And you can advertise left-handed mugs or right-handed mugs for certain people, how they drink. I'm left-handed, so I usually use the left side of my mug. So keep that in mind as well. Now, come on. So you're going to click edit in the upper right hand corner. And actually, before you edit it, you're going to click upload image. My bad. Sorry about that. Where's my downloads? Okay. So we're adding the image. So you see how this image looks kind of crazy. Okay. How you can change that. Oops. We're just not going to use this one in general. We're just going to use simple plain text. But you can go to Dreamlab and put the exact 900 by 1200 in the size image requirements so that it can fill this space, okay? That's why I was telling you that you have to be very specific. Very, very specific. Otherwise, it'll just upload whatever. No. I know that we downloaded it, but I guess not. Okay. Let's do this again. Sometimes my downloads just do their own thing and not want to. Oh, it opened as a zip file. Extract all. Let's try this again. Okay. All right, y'all. Finally found it. I don't know why it was hiding from me. So you can put it on this white background, or make it transparent where it says hydration is happiness, or just the full blown mug like this. We're going to save this product. You can add text within Printify as well. That can make it easy. Make sure you go around and look at everything that Printify has to offer. It shows you what it looks like from each side, okay, and what the mug is going to look like. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. What it'll look like. You may want to make the text darker. I believe you can also engrave these mugs, okay? So then we're going to start publishing this. I know a lot of y'all are a lot more creative. All right. So boom, make sure you pick the right image. Make sure you show to. They may put all these images when you download the item. This is what it's going to look like on white, because it's giving you two variations. Not sure what's going on with the internet, but okay. We move. All right. So insulated travel mug, or you can just even put hydration is happiness, right? Tumbler, or a 40-ounce tumbler. You can also be fancy and put the height, the width, diameter within there so people can know measurements. Sometimes people are weird like that and they want to know all that. It tells you that it has a straw inlet included, powder coated, hand wash only. So it gives you these instructions. Make sure you go through here and you just make this look a little prettier. You can also add tumblers, bottles, and tumblers as tags, right? So this is already auto added tags. You can go through here and take off certain tags. Please read the tags, okay? TikTok, bestsellers, home and living. You can also enable personalization, right? So if you wanted to sell a blank mug, which you can, somebody can get their name engraved on their mug. People love to do that. And that also justifies the price that you're going to be charging for this mug. Cost for shipping. You can do economy, which takes 4 to 8 days. It's less expensive. So we're going to click that. And that's only if you're doing United States. If you want to do worldwide, that part is not checked off to you, because I believe you have to sign up for their Printify Premium to get that. And leave the shipping profile for the moment. And then it tells you it comes in 2 colors. You see they're already giving you a retail price of $54. We're just, for me, $10 profit is good. $7 to $10. for that particular type of situation. And it automatically changes the price for you. Product visibility, you can hide it in your store, which means that when it goes over to the Shopify side, it is not published to your website right away, which means you would have to manually check and show that it's available before publishing your website. Okay. Sync your products. It'll sync the mockups to your website. And then you can select the collection for your stuff to go to. This is from my actual website. So I'm not going to, I have to choose one. So I'm going to say accessories, but I have a new store. So this is not going to my old store. You can either publish it or save it as a draft. I'm going to show you what it looks like published, but better yet, let me save it as a draft because I don't want it to go on my website. Okay. So when you save it as a draft, it goes unpublished, which means nobody can see this yet. It's not on your store. Okay. So that's what it looks like on this side. Now, if I go to the Shopify part of things, let's see, you'll click on products and it gives you an option to add or import. Okay. With this being your print on demand, let's see, click my products. It doesn't show because it's linked to my old store. Okay. But it usually is going to be right here. And then you should be able to import it automatically to your products. So let me see if I can. I'll make sure that it's going to the right store instead of the wrong one. Oh, I should have flipped it to the right store. One moment. Okay, so sorry about that. I had to go and put it under the right store, which is the one we just made up. So now under my products, you should see your mug in there. So what you're gonna do is you'll select it. I've already clicked publish, so it's in the process of publishing. Once it does that, then you should be able to see it under products. This sometimes takes a minute, so maybe a few minutes. It usually doesn't take too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video really quick, and once it is uploaded, I will come back. Okay, my items have finally published, so we're going to continue on. I'm just going to put 2 items on here for the sake of the time for this video. This is going to be a long video, as you can tell. This process can be done in one day. Your website can be set up in one day with your products. In the drop shipping, all of that can be set up in the same 24 hours. Okay, so keep that in mind. So now that we have our products here, they're going to show you the sales channel that it's on. It's going to be one sales channel, which is the online store. It's going to show you 2 different markets. The green highlighted means it's only being sold in the United States. Okay. And this is because it's being drop shipped through Printify. So we don't have the international shipping option. It does automatically categorize your type of drink or type of item. Usually it gets it right. Sometimes you may have to change it. It went to mug, and then it has your vendor, which is Printify. Okay. So now we're going to start working on our online store. You need to pick a theme. We will more than likely, they give you Dawn as your theme. You do not have to keep Dawn. You can go to add theme. It'll take you to the theme store. There is about 13 different themes that you can pick from. All right, so we're going to browse those themes. And there you go. You have 13 free. These themes can go upward to like $300, $400, $500. So stick with the free for now. You can customize them pretty well. So don't think too much of it. So you go through and you figure out which one fits the aesthetic of your dropshipping website. Since we are doing tumblers and mugs, I'm going to go ahead and probably pick taste. So we're going to try this theme. The good thing about this is you can customize multiple themes, even if you already have one published to your website and you're already actively using it. So for instance, Dawn will stay here until we're ready to push our theme here. So that is a very good thing. So you can keep working on it, keep editing, keep moving it around. And then when you're ready, you'll just publish it. Okay. So as this is loading in here, keep in mind that Shopify is not difficult to use. It just definitely takes time for you to get used to where certain things are within Shopify. Okay. So we'll just go in here. It's going to say my store until you add your store name and personal information. For the sake of this video, I'm not going to change the store name. Okay, I'm just going to keep this the same and not go through that. That's easy to find. Okay, so now we're going to change up the image here. I'm going to just show a basic mug, and actually, let me see if I have our mugs here. I'm going to pick a colored mug so that it offsets the plainness of the website. Definitely do not get caught up in this part, okay? You want your store to look good, but a lot of times with these drop shipping stores, a lot of this work will be done for you. All you'll have to do is just pick the type of mug or go through and change like the AI of certain things, right? So there you go. Our latest, if you click shop all, it'll take you to all the products in your store. Okay. So for instance, if you want this to go to a specific collection, you do have to set that up. But for right now, we're going to have it go to all products. Okay. Some of this does auto save, but please make sure that you're pressing save throughout this process. Alrighty. And then we have featured products, which is our stuff here. You see we have our Conquer Hydrate travel mug, and we have our Hydration is Happiness mug. Okay. The good thing about this here is you can change the featured products to new products or new in or just in or something like that. You don't have to put a description, but if you did put one, this is where it'll show up. It'll show right under the just in. Okay. And that's all going to be on the right hand side. So make sure you're paying attention on your left and your right hand sides for certain customizations. You can show 12 products. You can show 8 products. Okay. Right now we only have 2. So once we add a few more, then they'll all show up here on this first page. Okay. And then you can do like maximum amount of columns on the desktop, which would be like 4 columns. So it'd be like 4 different rows or 2 different rows. Okay. You can make this into a carousel, which you can have multiple images rotating out at the same time. We don't want to do that, so I'm going to uncheck that. All right, so make sure you're always going through and checking the boxes of what you feel would be best for your website. The subscribe to our emails is at the very bottom. You can move this up or down to where you see fit. You already have a standard privacy policy, but you do need to make sure you go in there and you change that up, okay? Which we'll briefly go over that in a minute. For your header, you can you customize this outside of here, okay? We're not going to do that right now. That'll be the last thing that we may do. If you want to add a section, you can click add section, and it brings up things that you can add in here. Image with text, our latest, like it, that helps you customize, but actually it's add a block. Where is it at? Yeah. Are you making me look crazy? We're trying to add a section. Here we go. Under the header, you can't really add a section, but where it says template, you can add a section. I'm so sorry. So if you wanted to make this look fancier, if you wanted to do customer reviews, you can add customer reviews here. You add another section. You want to do an image slide, which shows multiple products that you're advertising. You can add that right there as well. You can do collapsible content. This can be where your FAQ goes. And actually, let me click it so that we can, here we go. Put your FAQ. Okay. If you want to edit each one, you just check on it where it says collapsible row. Can I wash my, or actually, how do I wash? Wash instructions. Within that collapsible, you can put the row content. That is going to be a paragraph of use warm water, something like that. And then ... Same thing goes here. How long is shipping? Question mark. Yeah. Let's see. What if I don't receive my order? Put here, can I microwave, right? Stuff like that. Can I microwave my tumbler? Or can I use my tumbler? We all know the answer to that one. In the microwave. Okay. Oops. You click on here, column, review, customer review 1. You can put the person's name, Suzanne. We're just gonna give them names. Christy. Taylor. Okay. So if you get reviews from your clients or customers, you know, you can add, subtract, multiply. I love my personalized mug. stepdad. And then over here, fast shipping. This is all just for you guys to see. And where it says multiple column, what our customers think of something like that. If you want to, I believe the bad thing about this is you're not able to put it in the center, I don't believe. So, actually, I don't. Column alignment. There, where you put those in the center, but you just can't put. See, there we go. This part in the center. But moving right along, as you can tell, you can see how easy this is to literally create a website. Simply, to be honest. So we're going to get out of this. I'm going to keep it a white background for now. But if you needed to change the color of this, you can do all of that. So I'm going to click exit. Oh, we're going to stay here. Make sure you save it because it will remind you before you leave. Exit out of that. Okay. Now, it's going to ask you to, it may not ask you, it may forget to ask you. When you click settings in that bottom left-hand corner, it takes you to the general side of it where you can add your store name. You can put your billing address. It asks you specific questions. Do you want your stuff automatically fulfilled? Or do you want to fulfill your own items and then it automatically archives your items? These are important things to make sure that you check when you are setting up this store, okay? This part is where the plan is, where you can enter your information in. It tells you how long you have left until your trial is over. And then it asks you to choose a plan. Billing, okay? This is where you can find all the bills that they'll charge you each month. And that's also good whenever you have like an LLC or when you're doing the accounting side of it for your business. Users and permissions. You can add, I think at some point, if you have somebody work on your website or you want to add a staff member, this is where you'll add that here. Payments. You're going to enter your payment information, which is your bank account, where you're going to be receiving payments and or payment amounts are going to be going out of this account. Okay. Checkout. It's going to ask you certain information. Do you want to gather their email or do you want to gather their phone number or email? Okay. First and last name or last name only. I would suggest that you do the first and last name. Company name. You don't include that. You can have a second line, right? Which is optional. I would tell you to keep that optional. Shipping address and phone number. Make that optional. Okay. Just know that when you do collect people's phone numbers, that is another disclaimer that you're going to have within your policies. Okay. Marketing options, email. You can do SMS, but in the beginning, don't focus on SMS. You have an option to add tipping. I usually don't check that, but you can. When you're adding Facebook pixels or any other pixels for other tracking of ads, when you start doing paid ads, this is where you'll go. Okay. But you don't need to worry about that right now. This is where your customers' accounts, save that. Make sure you save customers' accounts. This is where all that stuff will be housed, is in this area. Okay. Shipping and delivery. This goes over where it will be shipped from, shipped to. The good thing is you really don't have to do much in regards to that because you are using a third-party shipper, a drop shipper, which is going to be Printify. What you do need to make sure you know within Printify, which we briefly went over, is how long it's going to take for the items to get to your customer. Taxes and duties, this is already taken care of for you. Now, once you start doing international stuff, I know each area is different, but for now, you usually don't have to worry about that too much either. Locations, once you set that up, and usually it's just the United States, but if you start selling in Australia, China, things like that, you'll have like multiple locations here. Markets, same thing. It shows you what active market you're in, which is the United States. So for right now, that's nothing that you need to too much worry about. Apps and sales channels, it currently tells you what all apps are installed for your Shopify store. You will need to purchase a domain name from GoDaddy or wherever you prefer to buy that domain name from. You can also do it within Shopify as well, which it says buy a new domain. Make sure you price compare, because sometimes one is more expensive than the other. When you buy a first time never used domain, usually runs you about $30 for a couple years. Okay, definitely do that, because it starts to get more and more expensive when you don't do the introductory price. You can do customer events. I don't know about that. It's not my specialty, so I'm not going to go over that. And then you can set your notifications, okay, with sender emails, things of that nature. Don't email me with my on my business website. Please don't. That is the easiest way you will be blocked. Okay, God bless. Now, custom data, you don't need to worry about that either. But this pretty much goes over, you can like add custom fields and things like that. That's more than likely someone that you're going to end up hiring later on to go back and do all of that. So it is not an issue, something that you need to worry about now. Okay. You can add a language. Okay. So if you want to add Spanish, Chinese, Mongolian, things like that, you can add that to your store. This is where you'll do that. And you can install the app to where the website gets changed into that particular language when somebody comes to your store. So this will help you when you do your international sales. Okay. Customer privacy. This is what you need to have set up. Privacy policy is automatically posted. You do have a cookie banner that's automatically done for you, but it's not required in the United States. But it starts to be required when you do international sales. Okay, they will tell you that when you start to dip into that level of selling. Data sales and opt-out page is automated, so that is something that has to be on your website. You can set up double opt-in to keep bots away, things of that nature. Okay. Policies. This is the important page that you need to know about. Your return and refund policy. You can insert a template that they create for you. It automatically enters your email and all that information here. It lets you know about the European Union. That's automatic. Don't take that out. Leave that there. That is important. But you do need to make sure you go through here and you change how many days, your shipping and handling, and your your shipping time and your handling time. So handling is usually 1 to 3 days. Shipping is usually 5 to 7 business days. So you're going to click publish. Please read that. Go back and read that. This is only for the example that I'm using with you guys. So terms of service, same thing. Insert template, or you can go on ChatGPT and get that made as well and tweak it to your desire. Okay. So it tells you insert the name, your business name, your address, your phone number, business registration. So you don't have to put in a VAT unless you're doing like international. Your registration name is just your business name. Okay. Please go through, make sure you read this. Do not skip over that. Okay. Same thing, shipping policy. You can go on ChatGPT and create this. as a template and then copy and paste that here. Okay. As you're selling, that is something that you must add. I would suggest, because you're using a third party, please make sure that individuals are reaching out to your email and that you're going that way. Usually returning stuff through third parties is pretty simple. It's not hard, but you do want to make sure that your customers are going through you first. And then it's going to ask for contact information. Insert the template, your store name, phone number. It's going to put your email address. You can take out your trade number, your VAT number. Okay. This is for the European Union to have. And then you'll press publish. Okay. So let's go back. When you click on my store, actually, I believe we'll stop it here. I'm going to have show you what the preview of the store looks like. Also, so yeah, when you click this X on the right hand side, it'll take you back to your where your order, your products and things of that are. When you click on customize again, when you publish your store, you'll be able to do a preview of what it will look like. Okay. Just because it's published, it's going to have a password on it. So especially when you're on the free trial, it'll make it password protected so nobody can see it. Nobody's going to see what it looks like. You have to take the password off and or pay for a plan for you for it to be visible. Okay, so please remember that. So don't think that it's not being shown. They do that to protect you, so you're just not out there willy-nilly. Okay. Oh, and to change your header, let me show you where that is at on here so that you can make sure it's to your liking, because you can just put home, shop now, contact, all that stuff can be up here. And now because you've done your privacy policy, your refund policy, your terms of service, and your contact information, all that is now at the bottom of your page. So now you don't have to worry about that. So it makes it easy. Okay. So let me go ahead and show you where you can find your header bar. Before we head out and before we finish this up, so there's 3 other things I want to go over, which is how to change your header. All right. On the right hand side, there's going to be an option for you to click. So let me click out of this so you can see this. So once you click the header, there's an area that says main menu. You're going to click change menu. It shows you where you could customize footer menu and the main menu. Click on create menu. It's going to take you to this page here. You're going to back out of this. I know there's probably an easier way to do this, but this is how I know how to do this. So then if you want to add more categories to your menu, you'll click main menu, add menu item. Okay. So you'll be like, about us, right? Remember, this has to link somewhere. You can link it to a page, a policy. More than likely, you're going to link it to a page. Okay. Remember, you have to create the page first before you can link it to that page. But as an example, I am keeping this here. Okay. If you want to change your catalog to shop, you do that and you'll click save. Okay. Now, when you go back to your main page, I'm just going to refresh it. Now you'll see it's changed to shop and about us. Okay. And where you're going to customize your color of your page, you'll click the gear here. You can add your logo right here. Now that's in the upper left-hand corner of your website. Okay. And if you want to change colors of your websites, colors of the buttons, if you want to change the font of the wording that's currently going on in your, it's currently on mono. Let's see, sans serif. See, it shows you your header up top, how that's being changed. Your other fonts, you can change that as well. So you just go around and play with this and customize it the way that you want. All right. Also, you can change the layout. You can customize it down to the cart. You can add your social media, social accounts or whatever, all in this area here. Oh, and the colors. You can add your own color scheme. The best way I would tell you to do this is to Google your hex code, which is the color code, and then you can put it in there individually. Or if you want to change the background of certain things here, you can change it there. It may allow you to do it. It should, but let me see if I can save it and it changes it up. It may not, but actually, hold on. Yeah, you can change it. Let me just go in here. But you have to kind of go through here and see where it'll actually change it at. I don't always customize my things. I usually like mine pretty clean and simple, but definitely take a deep dive and go through every single thing in here and make sure you know what it is. Okay. Currency format. It shows you all that in here too. Your theme style. So you can't really change that, but just make sure you know what it is. So this was a very long video. Oh, let me make sure I show you too where you can preview this to see what it looks like before we head out. Oh, let me make sure I publish it first. Remember that until you publish it, you will not be able to see what it looks like. So remember that. Also, if you want to add blogs, this helps with SEO. You can do that when you click online store. Blog posts are right here. You see how it's password protected. You can remove that password once you're done with all of this. You'll press create blog, and then this is where you would add a blog. Information about products, link products in here. And this has your pages. So the pages, for instance, you'll add a page. And if you wanted this to be about us, you do about us. Put the words here, type that up. Make sure it's visible and not hidden, because if it's hidden, it will not show up on your website. Okay. This is how you would link certain buttons, or if you're trying to put a shop here, or you want it to go to a specific product. This would go back and forth between the actual product, the collection, and here. Okay. I had to make sure I've added everything. So in order for us to see our store, we'll press publish again, view your store. So here we go. This is our store. Our latest, shop all. It goes to all the products, okay, that you have set up. Home takes you back home. It's our customer reviews. This button here can be removed, which that's easy to do. But always remember to make sure you double check everything before you publish your page. Wash instructions. How long is shipping? Okay. Contact us. It's a contact form. It'll send to your email, your personal email, and about us. This is just a double page. But I created a page that can go to about us as well, which, let me see. When we go to customize this again, we're going to change that right now so that you can see it in real time. You click the change menu. You're going to go back. Alrighty. So for instance, main menu, you'll edit the button and that link that it goes to, you'll click pages, and that page that we created, we'll save that. Now, when we see this on our website, view your store, and you click about us, it now goes there. Okay. If you Shopify and Printful, okay. If you have any other questions, if you would like me to do other dropship suppliers, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to live, love, laugh, and smile. Bye.